Hey, Dandy. Hey, John. Hey, Candace. Hey, JB. Hey, Lizzie. Thoughts on Elon? Ugh, fuck that guy. Hey, Meg. James. Bushin. Not leaving Twitter yet, but we'll see what happens with it. Hey, Gator. Hey, Coomer. Hey, Vegas Doll. Hey, Ben. Hey, Lori. I'm okay. Don't leave the water. Hey, Christian. Hey, Rara. Always good to see you. Chibi, yes, I will definitely have more. I should. It'll probably take me another month to finish Powers and Thrones. Um, take your time, James. I've got like 130 odd pages of this one left. 130, 140, 130. Kept finding dead ants all over my back room. Oof. Hey, Tracy. My nearest family is in Cornwall. It's about an hour away. Frosty, it's a dense book. Like, it's a history book, so it's dense. Yeah. A little over 100, just over 130 pages left. And yeah, it's thick. I mean, I may be quicker than that, but oh, hey, Swampy. Hey, Kitsune. Chantel is not home. Chantel is on a date. Not sure if I was supposed to say that, but yeah, she's on a date. In college, we read that much per week. Well, yeah, but I'm reading for pleasure, and I might finish it quicker. My favorite are old books I can decorate my shelves with. Yeah, those are always good. Sounds like Rob. I could and I should, honestly. I should read more. We'll see. I might get through it quicker. In the meantime, I will probably end up reading Mooncakes in the meantime as well. So I'll probably have a read that just so I can put up a review of Mooncakes, just so I can put up a book review in the meantime. Thanks, Green 5. Heartstopper. I watched the first episode. I do want to put out a review. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a couple more episodes before I put up a review video. Honestly, the reason I'm watching Heartstopper is because I read the comic and really liked the comic that it's based off of. Thanks, Green 5. Ugly Hobo, thank you. Thoughts on Elon Musk owning Twitter? You can expect a lot more racism on Twitter coming up. Thanks, Carl Sagan's boner. I did shower. But yeah, take a look at how he's run. Hey, Icky. But yeah, if you take a look at how he's run Tesla, racism is rampant at Tesla. There's been a lot of black people who come forward to talk about the fact that the corporate culture at Tesla is horribly racist. And you can bet that, I mean, that shit comes from the top down. Corporate culture comes from top down. So, Twitter is already a hotbed of racism, and I do not foresee any possibility at all of Elon Musk doing anything at all to improve that. So, Dandy, can you post your book list in community tab? Uh, maybe? Yeah, that's rough, James. Stella, yes, Twitter has always been racist. It's going to become more racist. It's going to become a much more gippy. Just the corporate culture at Tesla. There's a lot of racism. Um, yeah, I mean, there's been a lawsuit about it. Still going on, I think, apparently. Yeah, just give me 1 second here. So, this is just an article from the LA Times about just talking a little bit about the culture of racism that happened that's taken place at Tesla. Um, so with Twitter buying, or so with Elon Musk buying Twitter, it's going to become more toxic. It's going to become a much more toxic place, which is going to uh, push a lot of people off the site. LA Times is a tabloid rag, probably, but honestly, like you can find your own article about it if you want. Like, I mean, there's plenty of articles about the lawsuits. Like, it's just a report on the lawsuit about it. So, I mean, there's plenty of articles about there. You can use your own. Twitter can't possibly become more toxic. Oh, yes, it can. It absolutely can, and it will. Never eating a waffle again, my God. Horrible, lovely little food. Do I think more Wignats are going to surface back on Twitter? Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more assholes coming back. Kira the Wolf, not familiar. And the other thing that pisses me off about Elon Musk buying Twitter, and I talked about this on Twitter, $44 billion. Are you fucking kidding me? He has $44 billion fucking dollars to spend on his fucking ego. That is an utterly obscene amount of money. It is an obscene amount of money. No, 44 billion, Tanea. 44. And like the sheer amount of good he could do with that money. He got help from other sources. He still spent $9 million. Yeah, and like the amount of good, like $1 billion is beyond our comprehension. The sheer amount of good that he could do with that amount of money, and he spent it on that shitty fucking Bird app. People only use like nobody even actually enjoys being on Twitter. It's the weird thing. Nobody actually likes being on there. It's better than any of the alternative social media. So like, just so much good that he could do, and he's chosen not to. He's choosing not to do good at this point. I think the World Bank, like not too long ago, he was talking about, oh, if you can provide a plan for how I can use $5 billion to solve world hunger, I'll do it. And, like, the World Bank provided him, I think it was the World Bank, provided him a plan. No. James, what Elon did is, and this is what I was just talking about. Elon said, hey, if you can provide me a plan for how to solve world hunger, I'll pay for it. He was provided a plan. And he just never fucking did anything. Like, he didn't bother. He used, here's how you can use your money to solve world hunger. And he just never fucking replied to it. Yeah, it's just, the guy is just fucking awful. Julie Witcher, yes. Yesterday was a hard day at work. Julie, you know that I worked so hard yesterday. Bile, I'm not gay. Grim people I've had a couple of people call me out on that on Twitter, and yeah, so I apologize. I apologize for using AIDS as a punchline like that. So for those who aren't aware, on Chantel's stream last night, very briefly, somebody asked me what I thought about Jared Fogle, and like I was remembering that episode of South Park. Ugly Hobo, thank you very much. You and Darksidefield need to collab sometime. Thank you very much. Trevin DeMarco, thank you very much. Big Boy, Elon, and all the billionaires don't have the tech to change the weather of third world nations. They never give him a plan. He donates feelings, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this is so. Oh, hey, Bang. Yeah, so I was remembering that you spend hundreds of dollars a week on food deliveries. Think of all the good that could do for charity before you criticize Elon. Thank you very much, Flop Era. Fucking whatever. Getting back to what I was talking about. So, somebody had asked me what my thoughts on Jared Fogle. And, hey, Michaela, I was remembering that episode of South Park where, he talked about having AIDS. And everyone thought he meant the disease AIDS while he was talking about assistance. So I made, yes, Michaela, that's the Subway guy. So I made an offhand joke about wishing that he had actual AIDS. People have pointed out to me that that it was not blaming it on South Park. I'm just saying I'm just saying what inspired me to make that joke. So people pointed out to me on Twitter that it was a shitty joke to make. That that it was stigmatizing people who do have AIDS. Things like that. So, yeah, people called me out on it, and fair enough, and I apologize. No, I didn't delete my Twitter. I didn't delete my apology on Twitter. I think the person who initially called me out might have deleted their tweet. But no, as far as I know, my comment should still be up there. My apology should still be up there. So anyway, so yeah, I do apologize about the joke. Instead, I will wish boot to nuts disease on Jared Fogle. Boot to nuts disease is it's a disease wherein the sufferer keeps getting boots to the nuts. Somewhat Steph, no one is offended. They just want to hear me apologize. Fair enough. Liberace? I mean, if it's hot soup, then sure. But no. Boot to nuts. That disease sounds rough. Yeah. Regardless. Jared Fogel's a douche. And Jared Fogel's a garbage person, and I am totally fine with him suffering. I am totally okay with Jared Fogel suffering. Who is Jared? Stella? Jared Fogel. He was the Subway guy. It turned out that he was a pedophile. So, yeah. Pretty shitty person. Gary Glitter and Jared Fogel vacation Epstein Island together. I find it doubtful that Jared Fogel ever went to Epstein Island, but James Wright, fair, but it's one of those things where, like, I'm not really inclined to give a guy like that credit for anything. So, what do I wish I could tell Elon? Fucking help people. Like I mentioned on Twitter, that, like, Elon Musk could probably fund, like, every single healthcare related GoFundMe. Like, he could just go on there and fund them all. Just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, you need surgery? Here, I'll pay for your surgery, whatever. So, yeah, like the fact that he could do so much good and he chooses not to. That's the thing about all billionaires. And this is, like, it's not unique to Elon Musk. Every billionaire is like this. They could do just an absolute miracle amount of good. They could save so many lives. They make the conscious decision not to. They choose not to help people. It's a conscious decision. Elon Musk versus Jared Fogle, deathmatch, who wins? Why is Elon Musk obliged to obligate to spend his money? With great power comes there must also come great responsibility. This ain't fucking complicated. Like, honestly, like, oh, why should Elon Musk spend his money to help people? Because helping people is a good moral thing to do. So, like, you don't do it. I also don't have $1 billion fucking dollars, dude. Like, I don't, like, I'm fucking broke. Sure, yeah, I should do more to help people. I'll admit that. But I'm not a fucking billionaire. It's just, well, why don't you spend $1 billion to help people? Like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. Fuck off. You can't force someone to do something? Yeah, and the fact that he intentionally chooses to be a selfish prick. Hey, freaking the sheets. Get better material, J-Rod. Why am I in your recommended? I don't know. Kitsune? Because I don't want to. Fuck off. Knock off the fucking Kitsune. If you post that comment one more time, I'm actually going to just fucking block you. Because I fucking hate spammers. You're spamming, and that just pisses me off, Kitsune. So fuck off with your spamming. Stony Stank, I'm not on welfare. Because he's pissing off. Because he's posting the same fucking comment over and 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 over. You see how annoying that is? Spammers are just fucking irritating. Hey, secondhand snake. All right, you're just a spamming prick, so you're fucking banned. I'm not putting up with fucking spammers. Just fuck off. Feeling but YouTube. I mean, I don't think he'd remove the block function. Thoughts on Pepsi? I was never a big Pepsi fan. It's okay. It's never something that really that I really drank much of. My cousin was hit by a Pepsi truck. Oof. That'd be shitty. Hey, Jilly Witchy. Favorite soda? Sprite. No, Crush. Crush cream soda, probably. I really like the Crush cream soda. Ray, not yet. We'll see what he does with orange soda. The Orange Crush, anyway. Yeah. Hey, Danger Sideburns. Crush has cream soda. Yeah. Is Yoo-hoo a good substitute for soda addiction? I have no idea. I got bullied and I decided to push my bully down the stairs. I mean, I can't really endorse that. Crush doesn't sell cream soda in the US. Shitty. They sell it here. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Thoughts on the death penalty? I'm not a fan of it. Kingdom Hearts? Probably not. Why do I only go live when Chantel leaves? It's not only when she's out. I sometimes go live while she's here as well. But I agree that freedom of speech is the ultimate human right. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the most important. Bear in mind, free speech just means that the government can't arrest you for your speech. And even then, there are exceptions. Um, there's no free speech on websites. Like websites are private. They're not owned by the government, so they can have whatever rules in place that they want. So like the whole we have to protect free speech on Twitter. No, you don't. And getting 42%. Yeah, that's concerning. A lot of nuts, a lot of fascists in France. A lot of fascists all over the world right now, really, which is a shame. Team Amber or Team Jenny? I'm Team I don't give a shit. Canadians don't have free speech. We do. We do have hate speech laws, but we have free speech. Is punching Nazis based? Punching Nazis is a good thing. Fuck off, Bile. The New World Order. Last time I did anything or got physical? I don't remember. Snake, not for just saying the N word, but usually it's things like speech that can reasonably be assumed to lead to violence and shit like that. Upcoming Ontario election? I'll try to. Get some sun? No. Missed them. Should I transfer as my Mexican? Mail-in voting, you have no excuse to. Oh, shit. I still never actually updated my address with on my ID. Thoughts on the Johnny Depp trial? Thank you again, Ugly Hobo. And my thought is I don't really give a shit about it. Yeah, I need to update my ID. Like since I moved into this house. So it's 2 years I've been living here, and I never updated my my provincial ID, the address of my provincial ID. I think that by saying the N word more, we take away its power. No, I do not think that. No. Yeah, I really need to get down to. I need to get down to a Service Ontario office to update my ID. Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah. I played the original Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards on fucking floppy. I played Leisure Suit Larry on fucking floppies. Can we also pick our adjectives? Sure, why not? But no, I'm not going to play Leisure. Those games aren't very good. Like the Leisure Suit Larry games aren't all that good, honestly. I'm old. I know, right? I didn't get fired. I quit. I resigned from my last job because I just couldn't handle telling customers no all the time. They're classic. It's one word for it. Candy Crush? Nah. Will I put one on my ID? Not yet. Do I like drag queens? I mean, it's not something that I pay much attention to, frankly. What is this chat about? I don't even fucking know anymore, Uno. Would I ever fight Ethan Ralph? No. I don't want to fight. I don't like fighting. I'm a coward. I'm a coward and a weakling. Jeez. Hey, NASA Jen. People asking who I'd fight. You people know nothing about me. Listening to any song? Yeah, of course. Always have. I usually have music on. Hey, Megan. I missed your comment. Harrison, my thought is sex work is work. Hey, Gothic King. Gothic King's reluctant toilet. What's my favorite My Little Pony? Fluttershy. Just because she's sweet and cute. Be gone, spammer. Vane, sometimes when chat is out of control, I imagine us all in one room and chat's all standing around screaming weird shit at you, and I'm huddling in the corner crying, waiting for Gia and Dandy. Thanks, Time is Cat. Or Tismacate. Sorry. Thank you, Tismacate. Lady Elaine, no, I don't think I'd be a sex worker. Because, like, first of all, who'd fucking pay for this? Second, I just don't think I have that in me. Thanks, Ugly Hobo. Like to do a workout? No. Hey, Reaper Girl. The world needs lot lizards. Kind of woman what I want to be? I don't know yet. Ray, yes, I am lazy. I will get around to it. Am I still looking for a job? Not lately. I am gonna shave. How's everything get on? It's fine. James, I mean, there's no, I actually am lazy. Like, I really am. Takes 2 seconds. I mean, I should get a clipper, but I use a manual. Like, I use just like a razor. Learn to code. Ugh. I am not good at. I have a dick 4 on my forehead. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that's great. You know what? Screw it. How are you, a trans girl and you can't even code? I've ever been with a girl who's not white? No. No, I just haven't. I mean, just never come up. Like, it's not something where like I'm intentionally looking for white girls. It's I just yes, there are black people in Canada. Canada is a multiracial country. Elaine, I know the joke. Like, there's a reason I didn't say what's a dick for. Oh, you're all familiar with the Catway joke, right? I remember in high school, science class, um, the teacher asked me to get the Catway. So I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And I'm like, wait, where would it be? Like the joke is supposed to be, what's a cat weigh? Oh, about 5 or 6 pounds. Like it's, and I didn't like. I totally missed it. I actually asked where it was. Like I was like, where is that? It's like, God, and the teacher's like, damn it. I totally screwed up his joke by just I totally screwed up the joke by just asking the wrong question. Did I idolize Christian Bale in American Psycho? No. Black Canadians make up 6.6% of the population of Ottawa? Huh. I was unaware of that. James, I do not think that. Would I date a black woman? Yeah, of course. I'd absolutely. Like, I'm open to any race. Like, it's just like, I'm not going to refuse to date a woman based on her race. That is, in fact, racist. So, I mean, it's sure, I'd absolutely date a black woman. There'd be no reason not to. As long as as long as I found her attractive, and as long as we got along well, and why not? What bit of Scotland did I go to? Usually it was the Edinburgh area. So usually it was sort of southern Scotland. We did go a little bit north. Um, I think about as far as Glasgow. I know last time I was in Scotland, we did go to Glasgow as well, but usually it's the Edinburgh because that's where my mom's family lives. Right, Elaine. 20 minutes from Edinburgh, and Glasgow is 40 minutes. All right, closer than I recall. Gimpy. All right, so I explained this in a previous stream, Gimpy. So I'm going to answer this question. This is just my opinion, so everybody shut the fuck up about your opinions. So, why do I think that it is transphobic to not want to date a trans woman? So, the reason that I think that outright refusing to date a trans woman or a trans person is transphobic is because I mean it is like you're ruling out an entire group of people to dance or to date. So like it's when you're outright refusing to date an entire group of people based on that based on them belonging to that group, that is prejudiced. It is a prejudiced thing to do. And it's one of those things where I'm not going to say that someone is a bad person for not being comfortable dating a trans person. It is fair to be uncomfortable with it. It's prejudiced, but it's, prejudice is hard to get over. Prejudice is hard to get over. Now, somebody being proud of the fact that they're not going to date trans people, that's being transphobic because you are straight up rejecting that entire group of people. I've read your comments, Sasuke. You can stop it. Fansfit. I mean, I wouldn't date a trans man either, but that's because I'm not attracted to men. But the other thing is, if you're like, I wouldn't date a trans man because they're a woman, because I'm only attracted to men, then you are declaring trans people to not be the gender that they are. So it's danger. No, trans men are men. But if you're saying I wouldn't date a trans man because I only date men, then what you're saying is trans men aren't men. And that is a transphobic attitude to have. Is it better for trans women to just never tell partners about their birth gender? Generally, it's going to come up. Jess, sure. I'm open to dating trans women, whether pre or post-op, regardless of where they are in their transition. So again, that's my take on it. If you are declaring that trans men aren't men, if you're declaring trans women aren't women, that's transphobic. That is a transphobic attitude to have. It is. And if your reason for not dating a trans man is that you don't believe they're a man, that's transphobic. Just not particularly. But I'm attracted to women. And again, I understand that dating a trans person is going to be tough for a lot of people. Like, I get that. And I'm not saying that someone is bad for being uncomfortable with being sexually intimate with a trans person. It's a fair thing. We all have our prejudices. Like, I'll admit, I've got an absolute ableist side to me. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of disabilities where I would be uncomfortable dating a woman who had one of those disabilities. It's wrong of me. I'm not proud of the fact that I have those hang-ups. I'm not proud of those hang-ups. It's something that I should work to get over. But they're hang-ups that I have. And it is they are ableist hangups. So again, it's if somebody isn't able to date a trans person because of personal hangups, it sucks, but whatever, it's fine. They're not a bad person. If they're just saying, no, trans women aren't women, I'm not going to date a trans woman. No, they're not a woman, I only date women. You're a fucking transphobe. Being proud of not being willing to date a trans person is transphobic. Like, there's just no getting around the fact that if you are proud that you refuse to date a trans person, then you are transphobic. Because being proud of rejecting trans people, you're a dick. You're just a douche. I need a bathe? I mean, depends on the disability, but yeah, there's a lot of disabilities that I just can't get over. Your body and your truth. And nobody's fucking forcing you to date anybody, Icky. And that's the other thing. Nobody's saying that, you have some sort of moral obligation to date trans people. Nobody is being pressured into dating anybody. So, like, that's just a fucking bullshit attitude. Just no. What I'm saying is that you're a shitty person if you're rejecting trans people, if you're proud of hating trans people. And again, like, I'm not saying if it's just a hang up that you can't get over, that shit happens. You're not blocked, man's bitch. We all have hang ups. James, no, it's not a hate crime to not date a trans person. Icky, yes, it does. Does concern trolling actually exist? Oh, it absolutely does. My ex is getting their tits cut off next month. They're non-binary but hate having tits. Do you think the butchy non-binary types are fetishized by cis-het bros more than queer types? I don't know, but I would say probably. Sapper, it's not, because that's that's the same as like I don't want kids. So if a woman wants kids, she shouldn't date me. It's like if people have different plans, then it's like if you want biological kids, then you're gonna have to date someone who can give you biological kids. Excuse my ignorance, but can trans women have kids now? Well, no. I mean, a trans woman is not capable of carrying a child. Um, Though on a side note, trans men can have kids, and assigned female at birth non-binary people can have children. So why can't trans women carry a baby? Because they don't have a uterus? There are cis women who can't have kids either. So like if we're using can they have kids as no, James. No, there's as far as I'm aware, there's no uterus transplant surgery available. Cis is a scientific term, you fucking dumbass. Yes, Casey is still alive, unfortunately, Ben. What do I think about the fat pride movement? I'm for it. Anyway, I was asked my opinion. I gave my opinion. So, all of you trying to get pissed off at me for my opinion, yeah, feel free to fuck off and stop watching me, you transphobic dickwads. Cis slur. That's not, you fucking dumbass. Heterophobia? Not a thing because heterosexuals are the majority and have all the power in society. Uh, 24-hour diners? I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, like I said, it's not something that I'm actually interested in arguing about. So if you disagree with me, guess what? I don't actually fucking care. Feel free to go away and watch somebody else. Thoughts on Wolverine from X-Men? He's a toxic man character. Wolverine can, or Logan can be toxic masculinity. Depending on who's writing him and where he's being written, he does sometimes exhibit traits of toxic masculinity. That said, most of the time he's all about being supportive of people. What are we having for dinner? I haven't decided yet. All masculinity is toxic? No, it's not. I had a dog named Jagger. Cool. Defected fan? Yes. Wolverine is queer. He totally is icky. Since when is Wolverine gay? always has been. He's bi. Wolverine is bisexual. Hey, Sarah, did you know it's possible to be bisexual? To be attracted to both men and women? Am I a night owl? Yes, I absolutely am. Since when is he bi? He always was. Exactly, Sapper. What dude did the Logan fuck? Nightcrawler and Cyclops and I figure he's probably had sex with a couple other guys. Like Batman gay, Superman trans. Superman's son is gay. Does everything always come back to the sexuality of various fiction characters in this chat? I don't know. Difference between bi and pan? I'm not really sure. Well, that is a deeply biphobic thing to say, so fuck you. Gimpy? No. There are a bunch of gay people living on an island now. They have an island now. Wolverine hates Cyclops? Hate fucking is the best fucking. But no, they're good friends. They're actually really good friends. Right now, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine are in a polycule right now. To know who made me an X for next one? Self-described. But I have read a lot of X-Men comics. Would I watch the Batman? I might. Gambit, the Forgotten X-Men that should have had more time. I'm honestly sad that Channing Tatum wasn't able to get his Gambit movie made. Because he tried so hard. He wanted it so much. It wouldn't have been a good movie. It absolutely wouldn't have been a good movie at all. But he wanted it so much. So, it's just kind of a shame. Screw homophobia and transgender phobia. Why do people think they have to figure out your sexuality for you because they gave you a couple dollars? Thank you, the bacon be shaken. Is my celebrity crush? I don't really do crushes. Gambit versus Cyclops? Cyclops. Look, Gambit is a great fighter. There's no denying that Gambit is damn good in a fight. Cyclops has I guarantee Cyclops has 100 plans for how to beat Gambit in a fight. That's just what Cyclops does. How do I win this fight? How do I win this fight? What do I do in this situation? What would I do in this situation? How do I do that? What do I do here? Cyclops just absolutely obsesses over planning shit. I am not from Conway. Exact number? Oh. Thousands. I'm pretty sure it's in the thousands. I don't own them all, but I've read them. Didn't Cyclops have syphilis? Yeah, they were married. I think they're currently married. Are they married right now? Do they call each other husband or wife? Do they refer to each other as married? I'm not sure if they're actually married. I'm not sure if they're actually considered married in the comics right now. How do I pick which questions to answer? Pretty much random. No, Tater, I don't. Are there Mexicans in Canada? Yeah, there are Mexicans in Canada. We've moved on from Elon, Sarah. Fuck off. Anita? I don't know. Gambit can control and manipulate. Well, no. He can charge objects with kinetic energy. That's it. He can make something explode when he throws it. And he has to touch it to do it. So like he can touch something and make it explode. And Cyclops guaranteed, knows how to counter Gambit's attacks. He's like Cyclops is an expert fighter who has so many plans. War, no, Gambit cannot charge organic objects. What kind of music do I listen to? A lot of indie shit. Thoughts on pineapple pizza? Not for me, but sure, I am. I haven't been buying comics in a long time anyway. I haven't really been able to afford it. What I mean by indie shit. Heartless Bastards, Priscilla On, Regina Spektor, Portugal the Man, Ting Tings, Sleigh Bells. I don't know, all sorts of shit. Float On right now by Modest Fest. Do I have that song? I think I used to listen to that song, but it's next after Mass Effect. Next up is Mass Effect 2. I never watched SpongeBob, so no, I don't remember that genre. Did I play D&D? Nah. What did I think about the new Warriors as announced? I think their hearts were in the right place, but holy shit, did they ever not think through a lot of it? Like naming characters Safe Space and Snowflake, like, ugh, just fucking no, guys, no, Marvel. Like I said, their hearts were in the right place. I know what they were going for, but holy shit, were they just did it look bad? Like it did not look good at all. On the flip side, it's not like they're on the other hand, they haven't made any attempt to include trans characters since then. So it's a shame. Like a few years ago, Marvel was actually doing pretty decent. They were making a start in trans representation. Do I like Grant Morrison? Yeah, Grant Morrison's good. So like a few years ago, Marvel was making some progress in terms of trans characters. They had Sarah, the wife of Angela, who they bought from from Image. James, I don't have Snapchat. There was Tong, the Moloid. There was Koi Boy in Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. So they had a few. They had a few trans characters in major roles in a few ongoing comics. Those comics all ended. And those characters were all sent into limbo. Since then, there was a trans character, trans woman in Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk run. With that over, Marvel has no trans characters appearing anywhere. None. Like, they just don't have any trans characters right now appearing in any comic books. Doctor Strange now banned in Saudi Arabia due to LGBTQ games. What do I think about that? Yeah, I read about that. And whatever. And apparently it's not actually banned yet. They're still, like, Saudi Arabia is still trying to convince Marvel to cut the 12 seconds, which Marvel is like, no. How do I know there aren't any trans characters? Fair enough. There are no openly trans characters. And it sucks. There should be. Cancel Saudi Arabia. I mean, here's the thing. Banning a movie is kind of like the least of Saudi Arabia's sins. James, right? I mean, I did spend most of my life as a cis man, and yes, it was a lot easier. No, I never take edibles. Didn't even know what characters validated my sexuality. Well, good for you. A lot of people do like seeing themselves reflected in fiction. Greedy Phoenix, because my point is that they can be trans men, trans women, non-binary, whatever. Actually, that's wrong. New Mutants does have some trans characters as, like, tertiary characters. They've got very little focus. I should probably order myself something to eat. Fucking whatever, Pretty Phoenix. Fish and chips? Nah. Fifth Element? I didn't really watch The Fifth Element. I should watch it sometime. John Wick was based on me. Ugly Hobo. When do I think the Russia-Ukraine war will end? I don't know. How's my criminal record? Clear. I'm pretty sure I don't have one. What am I in the mood to eat? Whatever, cosplay is one of the X-Men characters. Probably not. I'm kind of just too lazy to do cosplay. Too cheap and lazy. I'd need to either make or buy a costume. And that's just a pain in the ass. Thoughts on the police? Fuck them. Who would I like to cosplay as? Ms. Marvel. Sailor Moon would be dope. I'd probably go Sailor Venus. Thoughts on laziness? It's pretty addictive. Do I play Fortnite? I do not. Them's fighting words, swag. Sailor Venus is awesome. In the manga, Sailor Venus once just straight up knocked out Sailor Sailor Jupiter. Just kicked her right in the head and knocked her right out. Venus in the manga is kind of hardcore. Unpopular opinions video. I say that Uranus is my favorite. Uranus is good. She's definitely a badass too. Produce not pills, yeah. I don't know what I'm in the mood to eat. Are we eating? I don't know. I will say, of all the Sailor Scouts, I kind of think Saturn has the coolest outfit. Like, Sailor Saturn's look is just friggin' fire. I also really like Sailor Pluto's look. They're just more or less the same. Yeah, but different colors. What do I think about the Ms. Marvel show changing abilities? Not a fan. Yeah, I think that was kind of shitty. Have I ever watched School Days? No, I have not. No, never seen any Cheech and Chong movies. Cosplay as a sketch until I could be Tuxedo Mask. Donald's giving away MLP toys in their Happy Meals. Cool. Brace Face? No, never watched Brace Face. James? Nah, not interested in doing a podcast. Haven't had good pizza lately? I kind of have. For Watch Bear and Sing Bears? No, I did read the books. Or a couple. I read a couple of the books. I don't think I had many. I think I only had like 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I only remember having 2 or 3. SpongeBob? Never watched SpongeBob. Would I do an interview with Josh Moon, no. Most disabled people have more productive lives than mine. Yep. Flop era. Address Amber Heard shitting the bed. Yeah, she sure seems like a peach. Elon Musk is buying Pizza Hut stock. Okay. Thank you, Ugly Hobo. Fuck it, I guess I will get pizza. Am I watching you on your phone or just ignoring me? It's the muted porn. I'm watching the muted porn. Sorry. I'll finish the porn in just a second. Gimpy? All right. Mike Hunt is smelly and fat. Rosa. That's one of the Ghibli movies that I need to watch. Pulp Fiction. I never had a Pulp Fiction poster. I've never owned a Pulp Fiction poster. Did I ever do karate as a kid? One lesson. One or two. Kiki's Delivery Service? Yeah, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. Jay, hold on. Got these hanging above my computer. And I got this one sitting right beside me. Come on. So yeah, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. It's my third favorite Ghibli movie. Didn't get a cat called Gigi. I'll probably never name a cat Gigi. But do I have Xbox? I have one. It's not even plugged in. No, my cat was not stolen. Why don't I get welfare? Because I never applied. I've never applied for welfare or disability or anything. Rocco, Dr. Grayson. Someone tweeted earlier a bunch of like randomly generated cat names. Some of them were pretty wild. Hold on, give me a second here. Gonna see if I can. Why don't I apply? Here we go. Yeah, somebody earlier tweeted AI generated cat names. Some of the ones I like: Pom Pom Purr, Monocle, Tom Glitter, Cheesemonger, M. Tinklesby Linklater Soap, Scat Cat Butthole, Petard, Oil Bag, Buttwig, The Cream, Meatbag, Dr. Fart, Warning Signs, I like that as a cat name, The Fire Starter, Scarlet Be Thy Coat, Kill All Humans, Bones of the Master, Mr. Sinister, Evil Whispers, Petard, as in like hoisted on my own. This guy, Thelonious Monsieur, Ringo Shuffles, Checker Spin Donut Quinn, and Two Pat's Grandpa were all names that I liked. Rowan Atkinson reading at the school. Yeah, that was a good skit. I like that skit. Rowan Atkinson's done some really good stand-up. Honestly, I enjoy Rowan Atkinson's stand-up way more than his Mr. Bean. And, yeah, obviously, there was Blackadder. Blackadder, way better than Mr. Bean. Would I ever consider moving to Australia? Probably not. I've never seen his stand-up. I mean, you can find a lot of it on YouTube, I think, but some of it is really good. Do I like Blackadder? Yeah. He's only famous for Mr. Bean due to Americans liking? Yeah, because it's stupid. Yeah, Rowan Atkinson's, like, it's weird. Like, in the US, he's most famous for Mr. Bean. Like this happy slapstick character. Meanwhile, the comedy he does best is like really dry, sardonic humor. Frosty? Yeah, it was kind of shade. It was kind of shade to Americans. In fairness, Americans got tired of Jerry Lewis long before the French did. So, the French fucking love Jerry Lewis. Americans didn't get that. So, it's not like they're the only ones who have weird humor. Never agreed with you more than I do right now on this Rowan Atkinson take. Yeah. Streamlabs? Yeah, probably not. Did I accomplish anything today? I woke up. Oh, I took a shower. That's what I accomplished today. I took a shower. And I came on here. Such a fulfilling life. I know. Do I use conditioner? I use 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Would I ever join an anarchist collective? Probably not. Resemble Jesus from South Park? I'll take it. Yes, I used shampoo and conditioner, the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I used body wash, soaked all my parts. Do I like to be around people? Nope. Yeah, I'm really not comfortable being around people. Do I no longer like something you used to like? Oh, yeah. A lot of bands that I stopped enjoying. There are TV shows that I stopped enjoying. Seem to like a lot of things teens like. Yeah. Those teens know what's what. Currently on the toilet trying to poop at Wendy's. Good times. Do I take anxiety medication? I don't. I should. I really should. I can't starfish until I poop. Starfishing. Just didn't grow up. I was a Toys R Us kid. Actually, I wasn't. I almost never went to Toys R Us. We didn't have a Toys R Us in the town I grew up in, so I never really went to Toys R Us. But I remember that. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. You went to the thrift store? Nah, we never went to a thrift store. Not often. Teledoc, I'm not. Probably. Yeah, I'm not showing any weapons. Just Amber Heard being diagnosed with BPD today in court. I mean, bipolar disorder is still no excuse for shitting in somebody's bed and then blaming it on dogs. Anxious? Yeah, I've addressed it in the past. It was a shitty fanfic. I shouldn't have written it. BPD is not bipolar. Oh. Borderline personality. Yes. Sorry. Borderline personality. I apologize. Regardless, still no excuse for shitting in a bed and blaming dogs. I said BPD and it's no excuse to shit the bed. Exactly. Mine antidepressants? Nope, not right now. I didn't enjoy the numbness that that came with being on antidepressants. I was on them for a good 2 or 3 years, and I just did not enjoy how numb I felt. I know I should be on them. I know that yeah, they were good for me, but I just did not enjoy the numbness. Working out can help a lot with depression. Yeah. I always stop my meds so I can nut. was that too. The medicine I was taking, it was Cipralex. Meds can't make me any more boring. It's impossible. Probably. Probably right. Is that medicine quite strong? A little bit, I guess. Corn is the best in the toilet bowl. You know how long it takes for your food to digest. What do I think about Christianity and the people that follow it? For the most part, I'm fine with it. There are definitely some Christians who are shitty people. React to Cheyenne Jasmine? No. I don't give a shit about Cheyenne Jasmine. Thoughts on masturbation? It's a good time. Religion is poison. I don't really agree with that. Like the idea that religion is poison, religion is the opiate of the masses, that sort of thing. I don't really agree with that, despite being an atheist. I don't have a problem with organized religion. I think that there is a problem when people try to force their religion on others. That's my issue. When people try to sort of legislate their religion. I'm not agnostic. I mean, I sometimes call myself agnostic, but realistically, I'm an atheist. I just don't believe in God. I mean, I'm a nihilist. I don't believe that there's a point to anything. How would I describe my political ideology? Far left. What about people that force their views on sexuality on others? Oh, you mean like homophobes and transphobes? Those people? When you die, what do you believe happens to you? Nothing. You just cease to exist. Drunken peasants? Nah, I don't watch. Don't watch that. Cesaro, yeah, you're right. Regardless, my point is that I have no issue with organized religion. I think that it's something that provides a lot of comfort and strength to a lot of people, and that's totally great. It's just once they start pushing their views on other people. Do I believe in God? Nope. Thoughts on Mormons? Their religion is kind of weird, but whatever. Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda. No, I never watched that. What do I believe in? Nothing. Mormons are super nice. So I've heard. So I've got nothing against them. Julia Chantel is on a date. Not sure if I'm supposed to say that, but whatever. What is more important, facing reality or living something that makes you feel good? I mean, I feel like something that makes you feel good is probably more worthwhile. No, I don't live near a. I don't live Or at least not too close. Well, a little bit. But no, what you heard was the parking lot. I think the car horn you heard was just in the parking lot. She did say it? Okay. If I were a drink, what would I be? I have no idea. I've known some awful Christians. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. The worst Christians are the ones who are like, it's that gospel of prosperity. That's an Anderson Cooper. He was always cool. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Yeah, like I was not raised as part of a religion, no. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that prosperity shit. It's like just ugh. Because I mean that shit is just completely, completely ignoring Jesus' actual teachings. Because like it's not that I want everyone to be poor like me. It's that like the whole point of Christianity, like literally the whole fucking point, the thesis that it was founded on, is like give up your wealth to help people. Easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Like, and then they like, oh, eye of the needle is a fucking giant, fucking massive ass gate in the city. No, it's like fucking God. Like holy shit, it's Jesus actually said that rich people don't get into heavens or don't get into heaven. And now there's these fucking preachers out there like, oh no, God loves rich people. Wealth is how you know that God loves them. It's like fucking hell. It's just this utterly asinine bullshit. Some rich people give everything they have to charity when they die. Yeah, and most of them leave their money to their kids. TV preachers, the rich of the rich. Yeah, because they're hypocritical shitbags. Megachurch Christianity is a scam. Exactly. It's just this utter fucking spitting in the face of what Jesus actually preached. So those Christians are just fucking assholes. Most Christians are just fine. I'm replaying Super Mario Odyssey. I've never played that one. Yeah, most Christians are fine. Most Christians are good people who like do want to help people, who donate their money, and like most Christians are good. It's the ones who are preaching that prosperity bullshit, who are just utter fucking assholes. J-Rod, it's not even that rich Christians are bad. It's the ones who preach that prosperity bullshit. Thoughts on the Pope? Uh, Francis is pretty okay. As popes go, Francis has been pretty decent. But I don't really have strong feelings one way or the other. My thoughts on circumcision? My thought is I'm circumcised. So I'm kind of fine with it. Dandy, no. No, I do not. Thoughts on the Pope Mobile? Oh, Pope Mobile is best mobile. Love the Pope Mobile. Everyone loves the Pope Mobile. Dane's right. I mean, it happened when I was a kid. But Francis left. Francis, what? Mario died. Aww. Pope Francis is not the true Pope. Are you setting up an anti-Pope, Lady Elaine? Are we going to get into anti-Pope bullshit? Oh, is I sick? Um, I think just I think just because probably it's easier to keep it clean that way. Is my suspicion. No, I'm not. I'm not Jewish. No, it's just like easier to keep it clean. I think was probably why my parents did it. Got the coolest new bong today. Nice. Hot goth girlfriend. I'd be fine with. I'd be cool with a hot goth girlfriend. Yeah. Was I named James from the Bible? Specifically King James. I'm named after King James. Specifically King James the first, the sixth, and first. Okay, Elaine. James first wrote a book about witches. Yep. How many dating sims have I played? Not sure. Not too many. If you're Catholic, you'd understand, I guess. Maybe. How do I feel about Protestants? I'm fine with them. Pretty creepy, scary religious cults out there too. Yep. I'm aware. I'm smoked, so I was able to eat a nutritious homemade dinner. Ah, neat. How do I feel about the Orthodox Christians? Whatever. I'm fine with them. My food's here. I'll be back in a couple minutes, people. That pizza is disappointing. I mean, it's a personal pizza. I don't need a large pizza. It's from Topper's Pizza. Nice close look at the pizza. Stella, no, I saved the colonists. I forget if I talked about it in the video, but the very first time I played through Mass Effect, I kind of screwed up when the creepers showed up. I initially thought that those were the colonists, so I started throwing the grenades at them, the gas grenades at them, to knock them out. Didn't work, obviously. Ran out of grenades pretty quick. But I was playing a Paragon, so I still wanted to save all the colonists. So what I ended up doing is actually I gotta go. I should wash my hands first. What I ended up doing is I got up my sniper rifle. I would overheat my sniper rifle, and then run up and just melee the colonists to knock them out. So I killed them. I've done a couple of Renegade runs where I've killed the colonists, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy doing bad things in video games. Did I wash my hands? Not like my hands were all that dirty anyway. Ever play Lisa? Doesn't ring any bells. I can look into it. All right, again, the pizza. Pepperoni, onion, and green pepper. And swirl of barbecue sauce. Got the pulled pork. Pulled pork is just good. Stella, she may be starfishing as we speak. Never heard starfishing so much in my life. Wish I could give a man a starfish seal of approval. What do I think of the kiwi farms? I don't. All right, that's funny, Amy. Wouldn't you rather be eating a tiny pizza with 120 of my closest friends than having sex? Do kiwis even grow on farms? I assume there's kiwi farms. Like, I assume there's farms for growing them. Kiwi fruit. Harrison is not a Wendy's pizza. Does Wendy's have pizza? Wendy's has pizza? I was unaware. She's right. Because it's big enough for me. That's what she said. All right. Chibi chibi. Unfortunately, I don't like chili. I've never enjoyed chili. Do I breathe when I eat? Through my nose. Wendy's uses old hamburger patties to put in the chili and people love it. Huh. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Hey, Sta Ben. Can't remember last time I did it at a Wendy's. Same here, actually. Been a long time since I've eaten Wendy's. Okay, bye, Beaker. Yeah. I don't know. I've just always been weird when it comes to food, so. Texture, yeah. That definitely plays a role in some of the food that I don't like to eat. Why is Super Mario Odyssey such an amazing game? Because Nintendo knows how to make games. Like, Nintendo's just really good at making video games. I never actually had a McDonald's pizza. Like, they were around. I mean, you know, I remember when they were around. When they were around, I just never had them. I never had it. Sorry, James. You can't spend Elden Ring stream? Nope. Never. Give me a second here. All right. So I think I'm actually going to get off the live here. 2 hours is about how long I usually prefer to go for. So I'm going to end the live here. That's on Ben Shapiro. He's a douche. So this is okay. And thanks for watching. And enjoy the rest of your night.